Okay, hello. We're talking about how to work your business on Facebook today. For those of you that don't know, if you're watching the recording, I've been working network marketing it was 4 years in June, so like 4.5 years, and mostly for my last company before I switched to Monate. I worked Facebook like majority of the time. And so I learned a lot of tricks on how to like get your engagement up, like what kind of posts work, that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to screen share and show you guys some little tips and tricks and stuff. So we have I think there's 4 categories. So content, growing your network, engaging, and the last one would be like reach outs, I guess, but kind of goes with networking a little bit, engaging, networking. So first thing we're going to talk about is content. Number one thing you want to not do on Facebook if you want your engagement to go up is do not share other pages' content. Like when you click the share button and then you share a post from somewhere else, like a meme or a recipe or whatever, do not do that because Facebook likes original content. So if you're sharing other pages' content, the algorithm's like, oh, she's not original. She's not sharing stuff that people want to see. She's just sharing other people's crap. And so they're not going to show, even when you do post something original like that you upload from your phone, they're not going to show that to your audience as much if you're sharing other pages' stuff. So you'll see this and you have to be consistent. You have to stop doing that now and then consistently post your own stuff. And then your engagement will start going up, and I'll show you some post ideas for how to get your engagement up. But just stop. I'm going to show you guys what I mean. Because if you let's say you see a meme that another page shared and you're like, oh, that's funny, I want to repost it, just screenshot it and then share it as your own post from your camera roll, because I'll show you why. You're going to get a lot better engagement when you do that than if you were to just repost, like share or whatever. Somebody else wants to come in. I swear I changed this freaking setting where I didn't have to allow people in, but I guess. Okay. So let me just show you, like on my personal page, I do this a lot where I will like screenshot a meme or a cool quote or something like that and repost it as my own. So I had just done one a while ago. And these are really good for engagement too. Like if you like this one, for example, I got 94 people who liked it, comments, 14 people shared it. So another good thing about, reposting it as your own post as opposed to clicking the share button. And you guys know what I mean by the share button, right? Like the
41st and Fox Station. Connections can be reached.
This thing right here. Somebody not muted.
Please be sure you have all of your personal belongings.
All right, we got it. We got it. Okay. So this is what I mean by clicking the share button. Like, just don't do that. So let me show you. Like, this. Sebastian. So I got all this engagement, right? So like, let's look at somebody who just clicked share on my post. You can see all these people. They got a lot less engagement than I did, right? Like 2 likes, 13. This is pretty all right, I guess, but 9, like it's just not as much as they would have gotten if they would have screenshot it and shared it as their own post, because then the algorithm's like, oh, people are liking this, and then it just builds up your engagement that way. So stop clicking the share button, number 1, okay? Like, just stop doing it. I know some people have a freaking issue because you love doing that, but just stop. It's not doing you any good on your page. And then so posting, I have 4 different categories. So posting about products, posting about business, and with products, you can post like status posts, or, I posted this one yesterday and I actually sent a cart to this girl. I have to follow up with her. This one, it's like a product post. I just use the same exact caption that I put on Instagram. This is a reel I first posted on Instagram. And then I use the same caption that I used over there and put it here. And then I always download the original video before I put words and pictures on here. I downloaded it to my camera roll on my phone, and then I just screenshot certain parts of the video. So I can have 2 pictures on the left side, or the right side, I mean, because then I don't know why. When I just post a reel video by itself, it doesn't get as much interaction as it does when I put 2 pictures to the side. And I don't know if it's because like they can actually read the caption, where if you just post a reel, it like you have to open it, and people are just not going to take the time to open it and read it. You know what I mean? But like with this way, it's in the white space, so it's easier on the eyes to read. And like, I just get way better engagement on these, even though, that being said, by way better, I mean, people actually see it and sometimes interact. Like I only got 4, 5 likes on here, and most of, I think it's, except for my friend Brett, like you're all on the team, but still. And I say that because I'm consistent with posting product posts like this, and I don't get a ton of interaction on them, but I am consistent because I know like I'm getting like 22 comments. I know I'm getting like 40 likes here, 80 some likes here. I'm getting a bunch of interaction. This one is not super great, but just because I know that I'm getting engagement on all my other posts that are not business related. So then I know people are seeing my product and business posts, even if they don't interact. And when you're consistent like that, despite the engagement, you know, people are seeing it. And that's why on Facebook, I get people who DM me. The girl that DM'd me yesterday from that post, she didn't interact in that post, but she saw it and DM'd me right away from it. So it's like, even if people don't like it or whatever, they're still seeing your shit if you're consistent with it.
1 minus 3 is -2.
Sebastian. Sorry. Anyway, so my point in saying that is be consistent with your product and business posts, even if you're not getting engagement on them, because people are seeing them. And once you stop clicking the share button and you're consistent with posting in general on Facebook, people are going to start seeing your stuff and they're going to DM you. So just be consistent. Don't pay attention to the vanity metrics. Getting likes and hearts and comments on your stuff doesn't matter as much as people actually seeing it and you being consistent. So if someone does see, like, let's say someone saw this product post that I made yesterday for the first time, and then they go to scroll my page, they're going to see me. I've been talking about these products for the last year because I have posts up on my page. So it's like they can creep and see that I'm actually serious about it, and they're going to take me seriously because they know that I've been doing this, and they're not like, oh, just one post. Like, does she even do this? Like, what is the deal? Like, the consistency is key. Okay. So that is number one. And then another type of product post I wanted to show you guys, another cool trick about Facebook is you can search. So I'm going to say, I'm trying to think of a status post I've made before. I feel like I've made a post about Rejuva beads before. So when you search in Facebook, then you can go to posts, and then you can go to posts from you. And then you can see anything you post. Like I made this post exactly almost a year ago, but I can see, like, if I wanted to repost this today, I could, because it was a whole year ago. Like, people aren't going to remember. And I had 14 comments on here, right? And so you can just like, I'm going to actually save this to repost. Oh, looks like I already had it saved. I save it, and I have a whole Monat product posts that are pretty much my posts. So then I can go and boost them, which I'll show you. I'll talk about what boosting means in a minute. But so 2 types of product posts is like, you know, this is another one I have done before that I probably haven't saved. So this is something about, I think it was like a grab bag. So I got pretty good engagement on here. It's like a couple people on the team, but also other people. I think I'm pretty sure I message all these people and I am like have an ongoing conversation with them. That's another thing. Anybody who likes your posts, even if they don't comment or like message you directly, likers are leads. Okay. Like message them and be like, hey, saw your name pop up on my post about XYZ product. I'm curious if do you have any questions about anything I'm offering? Would love to help you. Do you love your current results? Something like that. So likes are leads always. Okay. Even if they don't message you or like blatantly say I'm interested, like anybody who pops up on your posts, a lot of the time too, you have to remember, you know how we get nervous to reach out to people, other people are also nervous to reach out to us. So you have to, it's your job to be the asker. You're the professional asshole. Okay. It's not up to other people to reach out to you. You can't post and pray and hope that people are going to come to you if they're interested. Like, you have to be the asker and at least plant the seed, even if they're not ready. They know then that you're open, and they'll be more comfortable like letting you know when they are ready, or you can keep that follow-up train going then. So that's one thing. But okay, 2 types of posts. You can do status posts like this. I'm trying to think of another one I have done. I think, how often do you wash your hair? I've made a post like this before that got super good engagement. Posts from you. Yeah, so I made this post a while ago. In March, I got 70 comments, you guys, and I started conversations with all of them. So a lot of the people said every 3 to 5 days, or some people said I have thick hair every single day. Like, so to that girl, I would have said something like, got your comment on my post about washing your hair. What are you currently using? You shouldn't have to wash your hair every day. Something like that. And then like get the info, just start the conversation, right? So status posts are really good. And this isn't like really blatantly saying like, I have Monat products. Who wants to buy my products? Like, you know, it's more so getting the conversation started, and like people love giving their opinions also. So if you can like let them talk about themselves, like, oh, I do it this way, or I do this, like people love giving their opinions. Okay. So if you can, something like this is really fire. So product posts or statuses or your reels or still photos or whatever. And then business posts, I have saved some business posts I've made before. Business post, and I have categories. I'll talk about that in a minute. But like this is another one, a reel that I had posted on Instagram. And same thing with here. I saved the video before I put the words on there and took these pictures. I might have taken the pictures before I made the reel actually, because I usually tend to do that. If I know I'm recording a reel, I just take pictures in the same outfit so I can use it for Facebook. And I didn't get a ton of interaction here, but so I'm going to show you guys what I also like to do with boosting. It's called boosting. So if you made a post, like I made this post October 27th, so like a month and a half ago, I can then go in and just, even if you just leave a freaking GIF. When you comment on something from a long time ago, now I bet if you guys go to my Facebook, or if you go on Facebook in general, because I commented on this post from 5 weeks ago, you're going to see it now that I commented on it, because once you comment on anything, it boosts it back to the top of people's feeds. So I like doing that with product posts. I just did it with a bunch of oil posts, or like right before we got on here, so more people will see oil stuff. So boosting is amazing, and that's why I like saving. Like I have separate categories for business posts, product posts, so I can just go to my folder and boost them if I want to, and then more people will see them even if they're old. So that's a really good trick. I usually always get at least 1 or 2 more likes and maybe a comment, if anything. Like it's not a ton every time, but at least you stay in front of people's faces. So boosting is like one of my I do it every week with both. And another thing I like to do with business posts is if you have a influencer app that you've made through like Google Forms or something, you can literally comment your link to your Google app on business posts. So even if it's like weeks later, then people will see it again, and then they'll see your link and be like, oh, what is this about? And, you know, so boosting posts is amazing trick. So this is like a business post I made. I don't know, just kind of educating people. But there's another type of post I like doing for business, is basically telling your story, you know, like, I don't know if I can find a good one for myself. But if you can make people feel emotional, like this is one I made a long time ago. I think it was still with my last company, but I could literally repost this again. Just saying, like I used to send Sebastian to childcare 5 days a week. It was just a normal thing to do, yada, yada. Anyone out there like me, if you're made for more, I want to chat, like just telling people your past struggles, because they might currently be in that struggle and want what you have. So get in the habit of telling your story and in your posts and stuff, and like making people feel that emotion, and then having a call to action at the end. I don't think I have a call to action on this one. I don't do it on every single one, but like telling your story and then at the end just being like, DM me if you want freedom or something. I don't know. You know, you guys know what to do. But business post is like value with what our company has to offer. So my last one was like the affiliate program. And then this one is like my story. So those are 2 types of posts I like to make when it comes to business. And I have all these saved. I have a bunch of my business posts saved in my little collections. So if I want to boost them or whatever. And then engagement posts. Engagement posts is a really good way. If you're just starting out now and you're stopping sharing other pages content, you want to get your algorithm up and people more engaged on your page. I have a collection and I save engagement posts. I'm going to show you guys what I mean by engagement. So I saw this one the other day, and this is a really good one I haven't posted yet. It was from someone else, but like just posting something like this. And again, it's like people want to give their opinion or their experience. So which alcohol made you throw up and say, I never want to drink again? Look at, she has 72 comments, and you know, your entire audience is going to be like, oh my God, mine is freaking UV blue. Like the real story, UV blue. No, thank you. So yeah. And this is just like, you know, your intention with this is not to recruit or sell to anybody. It's just to get the engagement up on your page, because once you start getting a ton of comments on your posts, now all these people that commented, the algorithm's going to start showing them your future posts. When you post about the business or the products, they're going to be like, they're going to see them because you made a post like this. So I try to do something engaging like this where people are going to comment like once a week as well. I think this week I just did that one that was here for like this guy. And I don't have like a shit ton of interaction, but still I got 22 comments, 16 people shared it. And another cool thing about when you repost something as your own post, now these 16 people that share this to their page, like my name is showing up on their page as opposed to another page, you know? So it's like you're getting more exposure that way too. So something like this, and it can be, I like sharing memes as well. If you can make people laugh with like a good meme, I'm pretty sure I shared one not too long. Oh, this one, this Elon Musk one with Kathy Bates. Like I got 96 likes on this one, 12 shares. So just being funny. And this is why I like Facebook, because you can share memes, you can share statuses. It doesn't have to be super aesthetic. You don't have to like record a reel and be consistent with reels. Like you can get good engagement with just still pictures, like a meme or a status or whatever. And it just gets your algorithm up. So it's great. And then lifestyle, like inspirational type posts. And so this is like the fourth posting category. And by this, I just mean, I mean, this could be considered one. It's a reel though, but you know, just bringing value, like ways to slow down and giving people just, oh, this is like a really good lifestyle, like just showing yourself selfie, nothing to do with business or products, but just like showing your life or whatever. And I think I had just posted one in Colorado from the weekend, like also, you know, mixing your actual life in between your product and your business posts is good as well. So like lifestyle, whatever's going on. So there's like the 4 types of posts I share: product, business, engagement, and lifestyle. Okay, so that is the one category, content. Let me check chat. Is there any professional asshole? Okay, anyone have any questions on this? Anything? You good? So the next thing is adding friends. I'll show you how to do that. Hey, Sebastian, can you stop screaming so much? Oh, do you give credit or just share as own? Oh, I just share as my own shit. Like, on your comments, do you respond or DM? So when it comes to comment, like, do you mean when it comes to products and business on those kind of posts, or just in general? I think it's like, if it's like a general, I didn't reply to this girl, but like for this in my profile picture, I would just reply and say thank you. But if they're commenting on a product or a business post, then I will reply to the comment and I'll say, I'll DM you, because again, by replying to comments, you're boosting the post so people will see it. So that's like, you want to make sure you reply to all comments on business or product posts, but I always say something like, I'm going to DM you, I'll get in your inbox, something like that, and then go to their DMs. And usually if I'm DMing someone about a product post, like let's say they commented on an oil post, I reiterate what they commented on. So I'll say, I'm going to DM you, I hop in their inbox and I say, hey, got your comment on my oil post. You want more information? Yeah. Just so they remember, because if they commented on a post like 2 or 3 days ago, that, you know, our brains have like 80,000 thoughts a day. They probably don't even know what you're talking about unless you reiterate. So make sure you reiterate and open up the conversation that way. Like you don't have to go in there and be like, hey, this is my oil, 101 uses and blah, 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 blah. Like you don't want to word vomit the very first message. So just go into it like, hey, got your comment on my oil post. You want more information? And then there's going to start. You go from there, right? But always, I would say business or product, always reply to comments. I don't always reply to comments on my other type of post like this. My profile picture, I didn't reply to this girl, but yeah. What about stories? Because sometimes there's no views on mine. Oh yeah, so we can do, well, I have networking as one of the categories, so I'll talk about that in a little bit. What time is it? I only have 40 minutes. I only got done with one thing. Yeah. So I'll get to engagement and how to get your engagement up. And once you start doing this, where you stop sharing other people's posts, you start getting more engagement on your feed posts, people are naturally going to go to your stories more than to. So it's just like that all kind of works together, but I'll show you in a minute how you can get your views up on everything. So adding friends, I mean, pretty self-explanatory, like you just go in and add people, but I'm just going to share really quick my favorite ways to add people. So people you may know, I usually add from here. One thing you want to make sure of, like, I don't always screen their profiles, but you just want to make sure you're not adding. I know when I was brand new, I added a ton of other network marketers and it was super annoying. So you just want to make sure they're not in another network marketing business. Because I don't know why that happened to me. Now it's like people like this girl is cute as hell, I'm just gonna add her. So I usually add from this, and it normally shows you people that have mutual friends, so it's not weird. I do every once in a while get someone that's like, hey, I saw you added me, do I know you? I'm like, no, just trying to be social on social media, feel free to delete. So that's how I respond to that, which I don't really get it that often. But so you can add people from the suggested thing, or you can go to God damn it. You can go to friends, like your actual friends. So all friends, like I'll go to, I don't know. I like this Ashley chick. She's nice. You can add friends of friends. Like I'll go into her friends. Oh, sometimes people don't have like their whole friend list showing, so she doesn't have all of them showing. But this Lorianne chick is really freaking amazing. She's like actually one of my #1 VIP customers. So I know she's amazing, and she also doesn't have her friends list showing. So that's a bad. This chick is really cool too. So I'm going to people that I know are like, I like their vibe. So they're probably friends with people who I would also like their vibe. So you can just go into their friends list and start adding people. I'm like, ooh, her and Kirsten and I are mutuals. But I would just scroll down and like add a couple people. You can add people that way too. I only add like 10 people a day. If you're brand new, like I have, I think 4,900 Facebook friends. So if you're new, like when I was brand new, I was adding a ton of people a day. And I like kind of judge people by their profile picture. Like I probably wouldn't add this Trina chick because her profile picture is like a butterfly of like an AI. Like, I don't know. I would add like this Casey chick is cute. This Jessica chick, I think we're already friends. But if they have like a clear photo, like a aesthetic clear photo, I'm going to add them. But if they have a photo that's like kind of like looks like it's from MySpace days, I'm not going to add them, right? You just want to like have quality people that you're talking to. And then another way is you can go to groups. So like, let's say I'm in this boho community group that's super cute. So you can add yourself into groups, like anything you're interested in. Like, is it music? Are you a mom? I know in Minnesota, there's a ton of like Minnesota mom groups. Anything like if you like art, like whatever your interests are, find groups and just join them. And then there's so many people in here you can add from here, right? So I don't do this a ton, but it is a way that I know some people do it. And you can even get really active in groups and start posting, like for this boho community one, you could find like a cute, like a boho vibe picture on Pinterest and just share a post and say, found this super cool vibey living room on Pinterest, want to do it. I wish my living room was like this. And then people are going to start commenting, get to know your name. And those are people you can start like adding because they're gonna be familiar. So that's another way to add friends. Any questions on adding friends? Where is my message? Oh, here we go. Okay, so next is networking. So this is how I'm going to show you how to, this will help with getting your engagement up. So #1 thing, I do this every single day. I don't miss a day. I mean, I do every once in a while, but then I go back. So happy birthday messages, right? I DM people happy birthday. I don't write it on their wall. I actually DM them happy birthday. Hope you have a great day with like a bunch of birthday emojis. And you usually get a notification about birthdays. Like, let's see if mine is here today. I already sent my birthdays. So it's not, sometimes it's not in your notifications. So then you can just type in birthdays on the search bar and it will pop up, should pop up. The upcoming birthdays. So then I already wished all these people happy birthday, but I literally just go through, I'll show you what I say. So I message her like, oh my God, happy birthday. Hope you had an amazing day. Great rest of your week. Thank you. And then I say, you're welcome, sending you virtual flowers. So now, because I'm in her inbox, and this is such a, dang it, 10 minutes. Okay. This is such a great way to hit every single person on your friends list, right? Because everyone has a birthday at least once a year. And so then by being in their inbox, when you're in people's inbox, like the inbox is the king. Now, because I'm wishing everybody happy birthday, like that's how you can get your views up on your story, because they're naturally going to go to your page and look at what you're doing, especially if it's somebody you've never talked to before. Like I've never talked to this girl. I think I recently added her actually. And so that's why people are like, oh, what is this girl about? And then they start engaging more and seeing your stuff more, especially in the inbox. And you can also then, when you're doing your birthdays, so do your birthdays, that's going to get you into people's inboxes, but then also like reply to other people's stories, you know, and comment on posts. Same thing as Sebastian.
What?
You are being so loud. Can you please stop yelling? I'll give you some Starburst if you settle down. Okay. Oh my gosh, we have 10 minutes. Okay. So, you know, we get, you see people's stories. I don't know how to see them on, oh, so right here. I just go through and reply to people's stories, like just like you do on Instagram. And then that also sends you to their inbox, right? And just being yourself, being social on social media. Like if this girl, like I would have said, what did that say? Oh, I love your fits. Like this is literally how I would talk to anybody. And it goes to her inbox then, right? It's not just a comment on a post. So she'll probably say thank you. And then I'll just like start, maybe I'll ask her where she got her necklace because it's super cute if she replies. But now, again, because you're in their inbox, they're gonna, your stuff is gonna start showing up to them. So, and then also commenting. Like I try to comment and like 5 to 10 people on Facebook a day. So when your name's showing up on people's posts as well, they're also gonna go to your page. It's just like all about getting your name out there so people recognize you. And then the algorithm's like, oh, they're interacting with each other. They're in each other's DMs. I'm going to show each other their posts. So that's how you can get people more, like by doing the birthdays, replying to other people's stories. You have to give to receive, right? Like if you want engagement and views on your stories and your posts, you have to engage on other people's posts and reply to other people's stories. So it's like, start doing that a lot. And it's going to take time. You can't expect it to happen overnight. But like, I would say if you're consistent for the rest of the month with doing these things, sending happy birthdays in people's inboxes, replying to people's stories, commenting on people's posts, and then being consistent with your own content, like you're going to see a huge turnaround, but it's probably going to take a couple weeks, you know? So you just have to be patient and enjoy the process of getting to know people. Like a lot of the time when I'm engaging like this, I don't really expect anything. Like when I send happy birthdays, I don't really expect anybody to reply to me. A lot of people don't reply, but I'm still just like getting it out there, my name out there. And I mean, my engagement, to be honest, I haven't been like the most consistent on my Facebook like I used to be, but that's going to change. But I mean, even so, my engagement is pretty good, except like I said, my business and product ones don't get a ton of engagement, but on my other stuff, like I got people talking to me, you know what I mean? So it's just about getting your name out there and having fun and meeting new people. Like Carly and I are doing this vision board thing on Saturday, and I have like, I think there's 4 other people that I know from the internet joining us that are, I mean, I've talked to a few of them about products and about the business, and they're just coming to hang out. So it's like, and I'm not expecting them to like, we probably won't even talk about money when we're there, but just to like get to know people and create that community and show people then like what we're about. And, you know, so it's like just being social on social media and like not having any expectations, no expectations when it comes to your engagement, no expectations with people replying to you, like just getting yourself out there and just be happy with yourself, knowing you're doing the networking and getting your name out there and being consistent with your posts. Like it's all going to come around, but it's like you hear this everywhere, right? Like just be consistent, no expectations, just be consistent. So I showed you guys the boosting thing. That was one of my tricks. My next trick is like, let's say you're friends with family and friends that you can't really delete because you've known them for like 20 years or whatever, but you're like, I don't really want to see their shit. You can snooze people without unfriending them. So I'm trying to find somebody that I want to snooze. I like all these people. I like seeing their stuff. I'll just show you and I just won't do it. But so you can click the dots in the upper right and then snooze them for 30 days and they'll stop showing up on your page. So even if you notice somebody, maybe you like somebody a lot and whatever, but you see their posts a ton and you're like, I could take a break for a little bit. They'll come back in 30 days, but by snoozing people, you're going to get like fresh blood in your feed as well. And then also you can go to see where it says most recent over here. I think it looks a little different on your phone. I'm going to look. Then this allows you to see like posts in chronological order. So it's not posts from like 3 days ago or whatever. You can actually engage with people who are like posting right now. So it's like people that are active right now that I like doing that too. If I'm doing networking, I think, okay, you have to go to menu in your phone from your Facebook app. You go to menu on the bottom right, and then then you go to feeds on the left, and then it should show up there, I believe. Well, it looks like it gives you like options at the top. Anyway, it gives you most recent posts of people that are actually active right now. So that's one thing. And I showed you how you can search posts. So like, let's say, you know, you posted something about oil a while ago, just search oil. I'll show you guys this really quick. You have 4 minutes, and then you can go to posts, and then you can go to posts from yourself, and all of your oil posts will pop up. So you could do this now, like, and then I've already boosted these today, but all of your oil posts will pop up. So if you need to boost some shit, get in there. And sometimes I do like boosting them even with results photos. So that's another way you can boost it. Or you can just do a GIF, or like sale this weekend till the 11th, DM me, like whatever you want to do, to anything, any type of comment works. And yeah, so I like the search tool. I love doing happy birthdays. Like seriously, you guys, start doing happy birthdays, and it will get your engagement going so well, because people are going to start to know you. And I would say add like at least 10 people a day. If you don't have a huge network on there, I would say like 20 a day. And it takes literally 5 minutes, if that, to add that many people. So if you want to get your network up, and then if you have posts on Instagram that you like, reels and stuff that you haven't put on Facebook, just get them over there. And Instagram, you know, with the dots on the right, you can save to your camera roll any old reels and then just post them. And I like doing, you know, the setup that's like this. So if you don't have like cute photos that match your reel, you can even just find random photos on Pinterest, like that have a cute aesthetic background or something, and put those over there. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just to get your content consistent. And like, if you know you have reels on Instagram that are good that you haven't shared, smart to do, like just to get your shit flowing, and people are going to see you being consistent with it. They don't really care about the aesthetics, but just get your name out there. And yeah. And again, don't pay attention to the vanity metrics. It's all about consistency. Like, that's pretty much all my tips and tricks. I hope you guys got some value. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. We have 2 minutes. Anyone have anything? I'm going to stop recording as well.